we're frying up some extra crispy fried green tomatoes, and we're making some delicious sauce to top it all off. Come on, y'all. Let's get it going. So we're starting off with 1 tablespoon of garlic salt, 1 teaspoon of seasoning salt. Okay, we're going in with that Italian seasoning, 1/2 tablespoon of it. We're going in with 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Then 1/2 tablespoon of sugar. And let's get it all mixed in here. We want to make sure that seasoning blend is evenly stirred here. It's going to be nice and even. That's perfect. Okay, so we got some nice, green, perfectly just fresh tomatoes here. All right, I guess we're going about 1/4 inch thick here. You can cut them a little bit thicker, a little bit thinner. It's really your desired thickness here. We're taking that seasoning and we're just going to kind of sprinkle just lightly, or a little bit heavier if you want a little bit more. It's no exact amount here. It's completely up to you. You're going to kind of eyeball it to your taste at this point. Just make sure all those tomatoes get a little bit of that love. And this is how I like mine to look when I've seasoned them up. Okay, so in another bowl here, I'm going to be adding 1/3 cup of liquid egg or egg beaters. And if you don't have egg beaters or liquid egg, you're just going to use 1 egg with 1 tablespoon of water and mix it up, and it's going to work just fine for you. Okay, to that egg mixture, egg wash or liquid egg, whichever one you use, we're going in with buttermilk, making sure you shake it up real good. And we're going in with 1/3 cup as well. Okay, so we're going in with a little bit of hot sauce here, y'all. All right, just 1/2 tablespoon. That's going to do the trick. Okay, we're going to get this all nice and mixed in here. All right, that is perfect. So now we're just going to add our tomatoes over to our buttermilk and egg mixture. Make sure we get it nice and coated here. Just kind of flip it around here. Making sure all those tomatoes get a little bit of this buttermilk love here, y'all. And we're going to set this to the side while we get our cornmeal and flour mixture going, y'all. Just kind of let it soak all in there. Okay, so we're going in with 1 cup of, I prefer to use self-rising cornmeal. And you can use white or yellow. Also with 1/2 cup of flour. Okay, we're going in with 1 teaspoon of a little bit of that seasoning blend we just mixed up. And we're just going to get that all nice and mixed in. Okay, so we're going to go in with our first layer of batter here. We're going to coat these tomatoes twice. So they've been soaking a while, so we're just going to get them nicely coated here. All right, so now after they're nice and coated, we're going to dip them again. And dipping them again is going to make them so nice and crispy. It's going to give it such a beautiful color. Oh, yes. It's going to fry up so good. Got to give it that double coating, y'all. That's how we want it to look. So we're just taking the rest of them that we've already battered and dipping them right back into that buttermilk and egg mixture and putting them right back in that flour to give it that double coating that we're looking for. I had to kind of move the bowl here, y'all, because I'm working with my phone. I don't have a fancy camera set up. I'm working with what I got. Just kind of showing y'all what I'm doing here. And after they have been coated twice, this is how you want them to look before we get ready to fry them up. And they're going to sit over here for just a minute while we work on that good sauce, y'all. Okay, so in a little mixing bowl here, well, a little bowl here rather, 1 cup of heavy mayonnaise, any brand you like. We're also going to go in with some Italian seasoning, and we're going to shake that up real good, some zesty Italian, and we're going in with 2 tablespoons. Next, we're going in with 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now we're going to go in with that ranch. A 1/4 cup of ranch, y'all. Now I got this a little backwards here. We're going in with some Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon, and I'm showing it to you right here, y'all. There's a teaspoon of Italian. Okay, so we're going in with some of that Louisiana hot sauce, 2 tablespoons, and you can use whatever hot sauce you like, whatever brand. All right, now that cilantro, this is optional, but I like the freshness and just the flavor that cilantro gives this sauce. And so, but you don't have to use it. It still tastes really good. But if you do, I put about a 1/2 tablespoon in there. And I just topped it off with a little bit of sprinkle of pepper, maybe about a 1/4 teaspoon. All right, we're going to mix that all in. Again, if you don't like the cilantro, leave it out. But for me, it tastes so good. It gives it such a good flavor, y'all. All right, that is perfect. So in your skillet here, I'm using cast iron, but you can use whatever kind of skillet you like. I'm going in with some canola oil, 1.5 cups of oil. Just checking the oil a little bit. I've had it turned on for a minute, and as you can see, that little flour cornmeal mixture is not bubbling too good. But right here, I'm testing it again, and it's nice and sizzling. So that's how I want it to look, y'all. And we're going in to drop these tomatoes in this grease. And I recommend always frying your tomatoes in fresh grease, not filtered or strained grease, because tomatoes, they fry really, really fast. And if the grease is already has a nice brownness to it, it's going to cook them just that much faster. So I recommend always use fresh grease when doing fried green tomatoes. All right, so now, y'all, they've only been cooking for probably about 30 good seconds, and it's already time to flip them. Again, don't take long at all. Please do not walk away from the stove when you are frying your tomatoes. You will be sorry. Cook really, really fast. Okay, after you flip them, after about 10, 12 seconds or so, you want to just kind of take your tongs, whatever it is you're using, to kind of move them around. Make sure they're not sticking to the bottom of that pan. Well, here I'm just kind of periodically looking at them here, just making sure they're not overcooking, because at this point you just want to get it to the desired color you're looking for. All right, now I flipped mine one more time, and this is the color that I'm going with. You could take yours out a little bit sooner. You can let them fry a little bit longer, depending on how you like them. But they're done. Total cook time about a 1.5 minutes actually. And this is how they look fresh out that hot grease. All right, we're getting ready to top it off with that delicious sauce we just made, y'all. And I can't wait to take a little taste here. Oh man, yes. Look how good that looks. I hope y'all try this recipe real soon. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please let me know how they turn out. And I'll see y'all next time.